A year ago, my arms looked like this. And just a year later, they doubled in size and now they look like this. And I didn't need to go and hit long 2-hour arm sessions or anything crazy like that. I just followed a proven system that will double your arm size in under a year. So if you want to learn this system, then keep watching this video. Most people think that if they want to grow their arms, all they have to do is train more biceps and get bigger biceps. But this is just a myth, because in reality, although your biceps are like your show muscles, the aesthetic looking muscle, it only makes up 1/3 of your arm. Yes, only 1/3. So what makes up the other 2/3? Well, that's your tricep. Yes, your tricep doesn't look as aesthetic as your bicep and it won't give you that aesthetic look, but it adds the thickness and the fullness to your arms. So if you're trying to grow your arms, don't just focus on training biceps and never neglect your triceps, because it's just as, if not more, important for growing bigger arms. Remember, your biceps will make them look more aesthetic, but your triceps will make them look more thick and fuller. And also, don't skip out on training forearms. It might seem a bit dumb at first, but the reason that you want to train your forearms is because let's say you're wearing an oversized shirt or like a big shirt, not like the one I'm wearing right now. You won't actually be able to see your biceps and your triceps, but if you have large forearms, it's very important because your forearms are always visible. Whether you're wearing a t-shirt, whether you're shirtless, whatever, they're always visible. So by having large forearms, you basically hint the fact that you have big arms, and it will just help with the whole look that you're going for. So for forearms, you can do wrist curls and reverse wrist curls. That's basically all you can do, but that's all you need to grow them. And also, it will just make you stronger in the gym, because if you have stronger forearms, you can pull down more weight on the lat pull down, you can support more weight on the bench press. It's just an all-in-one muscle that you must be training and must be trying to grow. Okay, so now let's get into the specific strategies, the action steps you can take right now to completely transform your arms in under a year. So the first thing you want to be doing is bulking. But not regular traditional bulking where you're just eating a bunch of garbage food and just only trying to put on weight. That's your only goal. You want to be lean bulking, which is eating just a small calorie surplus to make sure that you gain more muscle and have more energy inside of the gym. Because if you eat too much and you bulk up too much, you'll grow big arms definitely, but they won't be very aesthetic and they won't be very defined. So that's why you want to lean bulk, so you can put on size while still having defined, aesthetic looking arms. And being in a calorie surplus is especially important if you're a skinny guy like I was starting out, because you don't have enough nutrients, enough energy inside of your body to grow big muscles. So you need to be giving yourself more calories, more energy, and more protein to make sure that you can actually bulk up and put on more size in a small amount of time. And if you are specifically a skinny guy and you want to transform from skinny to jacked in just 90 days, check out the top link in the description. But I'll talk about that more later on. So right now, get into a calorie surplus. You can calculate it with the calorie calculator I'll link below. But you want to be eating 200 to 300 or maybe even 400 calories above your maintenance level. And that will make sure that you can put more mass on your arms and in general just on your physique without getting fat, without losing definition. So when you're actually inside of the gym and you're training your arms, it's not really just about pumping out as many reps as possible. It's all about progressive overload. And this is just constantly forcing your muscles to work harder, which will in turn force them to grow larger. So how does this look? If this week I can bicep curl 10 kilos for 10 reps, and that's about my max, I can't really push any further. Next week, I'm going to aim to curl the 10 kilos 11 times, or I'm going to try and curl 12 kilos for 8 reps. You see how we do this? So all you're doing is increasing the amount of reps, the amount of sets, or the weight that you're lifting. So start at 8 reps, then 10, then 12, and then once you've completed 12 reps with that weight, you can increase the weight and start again at 8. This means that your muscles are constantly having to adapt and change and grow much larger over time. And it will just stimulate so much more progress and your arms will get a lot bigger in no time. So let's say, like most people, you're following a push-pull legs workout split, a PPL workout split, which is day 1, you're doing push movements, which is chest and triceps. Day 2, you're doing pull movements, which is back and biceps. And day 3, you're training legs. This is a great workout split and I recommend it to all beginners. But if you're trying to specifically target your arms and grow them, you're going to have to make one slight adaptation. And that is adding a specific arms day. So let's say you go to the gym 4 days a week. On day 1, you'll do push. Day 2, pull. Day 3, legs. And then on day 4, you'll hit an arms day, which is shoulders, biceps, triceps, and maybe forearms too. So why do you do this? Because when you're following a push-pull legs workout split, you're training the larger muscle first, which makes sense. You're training chest before triceps and back before biceps. But the problem with this is your biceps and triceps already fatigued by the time you've already trained your heavy sets of back and chest. So the difference we're going to make is by adding this extra arms day, where you can enter the gym with your arms feeling fresh. And then you can really squeeze every last bit of energy out of them without wasting them on other exercises which are targeting your back or your chest. This is why I recommend adding an extra arms day to your routine. I've started doing this over the last few months and it's really helped my arm progress in growing them. So my final tip is to add an extra arm day into your routine, and this will allow you to make so much faster progress and specifically target your arms. So now that you know how you can double the size of your arms, get out there and work. Start today and take action on one of the things I've spoken about in this video. Whether that's starting your first bulk, hitting your first specific arm workout, or anything else. But if you're someone who's determined to make faster progress than everyone else, and you want to transform your physique overall from skinny to jacked in just 90 days, then check out the top link in the description, where you can find my program which teaches you everything you need. I give you all the plug and plays, all the systems, all the videos, all the courses, all the tools you need to transform your physique in just 90 days. It's a proven system and it's worked for so many people. So if that sounds like you, then check out the top link in the description and I'd love to see you inside. So subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this. If you liked the video and learned something new, drop a like down below. And again, thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.